Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the online class. So, today we are going to start another unit of your new pathways book, okay? Unit 6, and here we are going to learn about the section A, section first of this unit 6. The starter is given about the chapter, and the unit name is the unknown, where something which is not known to us, something which is going to happen in the chapter which is not known to the speaker, writer, or whatever we can see. After reading, we can know about them, what happened in the chapter, what is going in the chapter. So you are going to read a story about an 88-year-old girl. Name is Lucy. Out of her sheer curiosity, Lucy enters an enormous wardrobe and finds herself in a wood. Under a lamppost in the middle of the night, with snowflakes falling through the air. To her surprise, a very strange but pleasant looking creature, a faun, steps out from among the trees. This is what he looked like. Okay, now what happened in the chapter, we are going to learn about a 8-year-old girl. Okay, her name is Lucy. She was she was really curious about things. She enters into a wardrobe. But what she found there? She found herself in the woods under a lamppost. In a forest. Under a lamppost. Like a street light you have seen. In the middle of the night, she found what? She found snowflakes falling through the air. And the very surprising thing she found a strange looking like a creature that was a faun. What is a faun? Something which is created differently by the god step out from the trees. And it is said that he looks like this in the picture, what you are seeing. Look at the picture and complete the faun's description. Now you have to say what it's looking like. Okay, you just give me support me when I'll read the question. Please answer the question. Whatever you find, whatever the descriptions you can give about this faun. Waist upwards like a human, right? Legs like a maybe a horse or animal. Horns, ears, feet and tail like animal. Dash beards and dash hair is like brown, black beard and black hair. Around his neck was a scarf. Holding an umbrella or carrying a parcel. Okay, this was the thing we can see in the picture about this faun, right? Let's see what is going to happen in this chapter. We are going to begin section 1 of this unit 6. What Lucy found there. Read on to find out what happens, what Lucy found there. When he saw Lucy, he gave such a start of surprise that he dropped all his parcels. Goodness gracious me, exclaimed the faun. Okay, when Lucy entered into the wardrobe, she found a faun, a very different creature, right? And when this creature looked to Lucy, he lost all his, he got blank, and whatever he was carrying, the parcel, he dropped all that parcel onto the ground and exclaimed, what this thing is. Gracious one, very different and strange one. Good evening, said Lucy. But the fawn was so busy picking up its parcel that at first it did not reply. When it had finished, it made her a little bow, right? Like he is greeting her. Good evening, said the fawn. Excuse me, I don't want to be inquisitive, but should I be right in thinking that you are a daughter of Eve? He don't want to say that he is curious because he know that may this girl will be the daughter of Eve. You know, Adam and Eve, they are considered, or we can say the myth, that this Adam and Eve were the first man and woman on the earth, were created by God. So this found thought that this girl should be the daughter of Eve. My name's Lucy, said she, not quite understanding him. Matlab, like the girl was little bit confused that why he is considering me, or why he is taking the name as like daughter of Eve. But you are, oh forgive me, you are what they call a girl, said the fawn. Like fawn structure, we have seen how he is looking, how he seems like, right? But when he saw Lucy, he was quite confused and he asked that you are a girl. Of course, I'm a girl, said Lucy. You are in fact human? Yeah, of course, I'm human, said Lucy, still little puzzled. Now both were in dilemma that, oh my god, this is a real human, maybe she can be the daughter of Adam or Eve. But now the girl is also confused that why he is considering her as like he had seen first time a girl, and why he is asking that I'm a daughter of Eve. To be sure, said the fawn. How stupid of me! But I have never seen a son of Adam or a daughter of Eve before. Like he said, ki, how stupid I am. I have never seen Adam's or Eve son or daughter before. I'm delighted, that is to say, and then it stopped as if it had been going to say something it had not intended but had remembered in time. Like said, Lucy is saying that what happened when he saw me, the fawn was little bit like confused, and he said that I have never seen son of Adam or Eve before, and suddenly he realized that something he is going to say which is not mean to say, and he quickly remembered that he should stop talking about that things what he was talking about. Delighted, it went on. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tumnus. Okay, my name is Tumnus. I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus, said Lucy. What she said? I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus. And may I ask, oh Lucy, daughter of Eve, said Mr. Tumnus, how you have come into Narnia? Okay. If you have seen some movie of this Narnia, okay, you must have remember we are going to see amazing facts about the story. Okay? So this Mr. Tumnus thought that she is the daughter of Eve or Adam, right? So he said, can I ask you something? And how you came into this Narnia? Narnia? What's that? Said Lucy. This is the land of Narnia, said the fawn, where we are now, all that lies between the lamppost and the great castle of Cair Paravel on the eastern sea. And you have come from the wild woods of the west. what he is explaining, that what you are doing here, right? What you are doing here in Narnia, because we are living on the Eastern Sea, Cape Farewell. What is that? Fictional castle where the kings and queen of Narnia rule. We live there. But Lucy, you came from the western side and from the wild woods. And how you came here? Uh, I got in through the wardrobe in the spare room, said Lucy. Now what Lucy said? Lucy said, oh, but I came from the wardrobe. Oh, said Mr. Tumnus in a rather melancholy voice, like a totally sad or very low voice. If only I had worked harder at geography when I was a little fawn, I should not, no doubt, know all about those strange countries. It is too late now. What he said. If he had worked hard, he would have studied so many things about the strange, like different countries. But it is too late to know about the geographies thing about the other countries. But they aren't countries at all, said Lucy, almost laughing. It's only just back there. At least I'm not sure it is summer there. She said that wardrobe is not a country, it is just back there. And she said that there I can say it is summer, right? Meanwhile, said Mr. Tumnus, it is winter in Narnia and has been for ever so long, and we shall both catch cold if we stand here talking in the snow. Daughter of Eve, from the far land of Spare where eternal summer reigns, around the bright city of wardrobe, how would it be if you can come and have tea with me? Now, what Mr. Tumnus said, okay, now, daughter of Eve, come have some tea with me. Otherwise, we'll catch cold if we stand talking here in the snow. Whatever you are talking, that there is summer around the bright city of wardrobe, but come with me, have some tea with me. Thank you very much, Mr. Tumnus, said Lucy, but I was wondering whether I ought to be getting back. Now she said, no, thank you so much, but I think I should get back to my place. It's only just around the corner, said the fawn, and there'll be a roaring fire, and toast, and sardines, and cake. He invited Lucy to have some sardines, cake, and toast around the roaring fire because it was really cold, no? That's why. Well, it's very kind of you, said Lucy, but I shan't be able to stay long. If you will take my arm, daughter of Eve, said Mr. Tumnus, I shall be able to hold the umbrella over both of us. That's the way. Now off we go. Now he said that please hold my arm so that you will be able to hold I'll be able to hold that umbrella over both of us because snowfall was going on. And so Lucy found herself walking through the wood arm in arm with this strange creature as if they had known one another all their lives, like from very long time they know each other, right? So as she said she wanted to go back to her living style, and she said, and this fawn also helped her, and under the umbrella he took her to the woods. They had not gone far before they came to a place where the ground became rough and there were rocks all about and little hills up and little hills down. At the bottom of one small valley, Mr. Tumnus turned suddenly aside as if he were going to walk straight into an unusual large rock. but at last moment Lucy found he was leading her into the entrance of a cave. As soon as they were inside, she found herself blinking in the light of a wood fire. Then Mr. Tumnus stooped and took a flaming piece of wood out of the fire with a neat little pair of tongs and lit a lamp. Now we shan't be long, he said, and immediately put a kettle on. As this Mr. Tumnus has invited Miss Lucy with him, he said that come, let's have some tea, some snacks, some saddles together, right? So here, what he did, he tried to warm her because it was really cold, and he wanted to make her comfortable. And he took her to the place where he lives, right? And he took some flames from the wood and fire and put the kettle to give her tea, right? He took with the like a high and a down valley and having some large rocks, and he entered into a hollow place a cave which was a cave, and she found Lucy herself into the cave and blinking in the lights of a wood fire. And here she made sad, and she was going to have some tea because this Mr. Tumnus put a kettle on the fire to prepare a tea. Lucy thought she had never been in a nicer place. It was a little dry, clean cave of reddish stone with a carpet on the floor and two little chairs and a table and a dresser and a mantelpiece. What is this mantelpiece? Mantelpiece is a place over the fire. You have seen the fire we can say चिमनी जिसका होता है, जिसके नीचे में फायर लगा रहता है इन द लाइक इन द हिल प्लेसेस वी फाइंड अ हाउस जिसके घर के अंदर में वुड्स वगैरह में लाइक आग लगा के रखते सो दैट द रूम्स एंड ऑल वुड कीप वार्म. Nowadays we have bloomer, right, blower and all, but earlier we could have this places. तो उसके ऊपर वाले एरिया को बोलते हैं मैंटल पीस, एंड देयर वी कैन कीप सो मेनी थिंग विच कैन बी द memorable things we can keep over it. And above that a picture of an old faun with a grey beard. In one corner there was a door which Lucy thought must lead to Mr. Tumnus' bedroom, and on one wall was a shelf full of books. Lucy looked at this while he was setting out the tea things. They had little titles like The Life and Letters of Silenus or Nymphs, and their ways are men, monks, and gamekeepers, a study in popular legend, or is man a myth? Now, daughter of Eve, said the faun. Described about the place where Mr. Tumnus took her, and there she found a thing which is kept on mantelpiece, that it had a title the like the fairies and all the whatever they have their life in this Narnia, their lives are quite different. And also this said about like जल परीज and all, like जो भी होते हैं है ना, तो we only think them as a myth, not a fact, not we have seen in our real lives, right? So it is written there, men हैं, monks हैं या gamekeepers जो भी हैं, what they study in popular legend is man a myth. Like for a man it is a myth, for a man it is a myth, where Lucy looked that Mr. Tumnus brought her a tea, was setting out the tea things, and There she found some very interesting thing on the mantelpiece. Okay, so here we have seen something about the Narnia place where Lucy reached from her wardrobe, and there she found a creature was really different. He had some structure like animal and some structure like human, right? So here we have seen some of the things about the Narnia place where Mr. Tumnus took her with Lucy, and we have seen how Lucy talked very nicely with this person, and she found the place was really nice, and she explained the cave, how it was managed, and it was neat and clean, and what were the things that puzzled Lucy and Fauna to think about each other. Okay, so this is all about today, and tomorrow I'm going to read the next part of the chapter. Okay, so have a nice day to all, and also you can go through the chapter and find out the word meaning which are difficult for you to understand. Okay, so this is all about today, and tomorrow we're gonna see next part of the chapter. Okay, so have a nice day to all, and bye everyone.